What's up, y'all? This is your Married to Medicine Real Housewives review. I'm trying to think of should I put some light up on this thing. I guess this is what you're going to be getting. We'll probably figure out some little different backdrops today. I mean, over the week, but this is what you're going to be getting over the. Let me turn this like this. Over the week, over the next week. So let's go ahead and talk about these ladies. Let's go ahead and like, subscribe, comment. Let me know that you stopped by. Hope everybody had a good weekend. Nothing exciting happened over the weekend. Let me think. Nothing particularly exciting. We did a lot of relaxing. Ran a couple errands, but that's not too much. The Housewives episode was okay, I guess. We saw some things going on with Kenya. Candy had her baby, which is it's ironic because she literally just had the baby on the 22nd, and the episode aired on the 24th. Isn't that right? Yeah. The baby came on the 22nd. The episode aired on the 24th. And the little baby's name is Blaze. What do you guys think of that name? I think that's a cute name for a little girl. Is it Blaze or is it Blase? You know how we do, honey. We just put a little accent over the E. Make it French. That's how it goes. Okay, let's see. All right, let's see what we're talking about. Okay, so they did start off with the Pride Parade in New York. They're going there. I don't know why NeNe said on the last episode she wanted a gay hairstyle, something over the top, and she showed up to the damn Pride Parade looking like she was going to a barbecue. I didn't get it. It almost looked like her, and it also looked like Marlo changed her outfit too. She didn't have on her captain's hat anymore. I didn't see that. Maybe I missed it. I don't know. A lot of housewives were there. It looked like they had a lot of fun. Noelle was there. She was rainbowed out the game. They looked like they had a good time. A lot of it, I guess they had a Bravo float or whatever, so the ladies were there and showing their support for the LGBTQ plus community, and that was nice. It was weird. It's always weird to watch certain type of women when they start speaking about gay men, and a lot of the times there are black women who look at gay like, oh, everybody needs a gay best friend, and it's not, and it's like you're now turning that person into some type of accessory. And I feel like NeNe does that a lot, because when she was in her interview, she said, you know, I just can't believe the gay community just loves me. I'm like, okay, how is a pride parade? How did you make that about you? Here we are again with you making shit about yourself that don't have nothing to do with it. Then you cut to Cynthia, and Cynthia's like, this is the 50th anniversary of the Stonewall riots. This is where, you know, where they started basically the civil rights of LGBTQ folks. It was trans, you know, this, you know, just really showing like, this is the reason why I'm here. I've never done it. I've never came to a New York Pride, a WorldPride parade. And it was totally different from NeNe's, you know, I guess her dedication to the event. And I'm like, out of all that, that's what they cut for NeNe to show. What did she say? I never thought the gay community would love me so much. How did the gay pride parade turn into about the love that gay people have for you? Girl, okay, whatever. They cut to Porsha. Porsha goes and meets with, I said I wasn't going to talk about Porsha. And the reason why I don't want to talk about Porsha, because I don't want to beat her up. And I feel like I feel like as much compassion as I have for different situations and being difficult to get out of situations where you're in a relationship with somebody and it's been so long and it's just hard to get out of the relationship and this and that. You've known Dennis for how long? 3 years, and you were like, oh, I thought we were gonna make a family with the Declaration of Independence back here. No, you didn't think that you were going to make a family. And I don't want to talk about Porsha in a unloving way, because I have compassion for her, but at the same time I want to call her stupid. You know what I mean? It's because it's like, you're not even married to this man, and the idea of a relationship is what you are really holding on to, is an idea of something, because the reality is not matching the idea. And that's usually how people wind up in fucked up situations in relationships with people, because they get married to the idea of the person and the idea of what this would look like. You understand? And so I don't want to talk about her bad, because I don't want to call her stupid. I don't want anybody to be like, oh, Erica, you should have more compassion, or you're too judgmental, this and that. Porsha has an out. The out was, this man is having sex with other women while you were pregnant. That's your out. But you want to hold on to this? I have no other adjective for you. It's stupid. It's stupid. The whole thing is stupid. It's delusional. I don't know. Maybe I feel like more so with Porsha than with Kenya, that I don't think that Kenya cares so much about what it looks like. I think Porsha cares more about, what does this look like? I jumped into this relationship with warnings from people, and you jumped into the relationship, had a baby, and now he's back into your life. He cheated on you. I don't know why Porsha thought she was going to be any different. I don't know why women think they're going to be any different when they enter into relationships with men who weren't honest in their previous relationships. I don't know why. So I don't want to call Porsha stupid. I'm coming off of not really being here for Porsha at all, because here's the pretty dumb girl who really plays up on the lack of intelligence, who really plays up on being less than smart. So I'm just getting, I was like, when I was watched the reunion last season, I was like, Portia's kind of growing on me. I'm like, oh, this, I'm like looking at her like, girl, no, this is crazy. And I asked a question where I don't know where Candy and Kenya were talking. So I kind of watched it. Let me see. It says, Porsha says he has to be a better man for his daughter. How does he have to be a better man for his daughter? See, these conflating the roles of husband and father, those are two different roles that people play. And a lot of women see a man with children, or has children, or is good with children, and they create this idea, this fantasy in their head that this man is now a good partner. Just like, and it sounds very unconventional to say that just because a man makes a good father doesn't mean that he is suitable for partnership. But society we don't operate in that way for a woman to be like, oh, I want to have a baby with him. I don't want to be his wife or his girlfriend. He seems like he would be a good father. I want to have baby with him. No mental illness, no family trauma, good legacy. That's who. And if I feel like I don't know. It's an unconventional way of looking at things. Society doesn't operate that way. But I think that when we start to separate the roles, like a lot of people think, oh, she's a good mother, she's gonna make a good wife. That does not go together. You're thinking because she's piddling around and doing stuff and serving people and laboring for people, she's going to make a good wife because she's going to labor like that for me. And that might not be it. When you look at Kenya, I don't even think, I was even asking Nate the other day, what is with Kenya? Like, she doesn't even look like she is good at playing the role or stepping into a role of a wife. That might be harsh to say, but when I look at Kenya, I don't see wife. And, she's 47 years old with a baby, and then also trying to make a new marriage work. I don't know if she's trying to allude that he is verbally abusive, but that's what it sounded like to me. But I don't want to project experiences that I've seen and say this is what happened. This is what's happening with Kenya. When the producer asked her, she was like, "I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to revisit that." So I don't know what the fuck is going on. I don't know. Andy said, sounds like a marriage. Right. It's like people have their problems and people have their issues, but it's like, what's going on with Mark and Kenya? That shit seems kind of weird to me. Why do you want your man to feel like they're the head of the house? Is it because they have penises? Is that why? Is that what we're doing? Is we're making it's so it does okay, does anybody else find that it's weird that there is an effort to placate to the ego of men who operate from a place of entitlement, that because they have a penis they have to be the leader of the house? I don't get that. I think it's so weird. We are just a weird society. There's a lot of energy and effort we put into catering to people's egos who deem themselves leaders. I don't get that. I don't see why I have to placate to an ego if you're already a leader. If you're a leader, it's natural, it comes natural. No one has to tell you I'm a leader, and you shouldn't have to be like, you're the leader, you're the leader, you're the leader, you wear the pants, you wear the... I don't understand where that comes in, but whatever. Cynthia and Eva go to dinner, and they're gonna meet Marlo. Eva gets up. So when Marlo gets to the restaurant, Eva gets her ass and gets up. I don't know why they're tallying their orders. That's a pregnant lady. She wants to eat everything. She may not eat everything, but she wants to taste everything. So I guess it's gonna be a running joke that Eva keeps ordering all this damn food. They was knocking back martinis. It is good to see Marlo in a different kind of she's taking a different role here, where she's trying to mend this relationship with Cynthia and NeNe. Do you guys feel like Marlo is genuinely trying to reconnect them, or this is just for like because see, when Candy and they were at the trampoline park, Candy's like, we want to get to know Marlo without being a buffer to NeNe. And every time we're seeing Marlo now, it's like, okay, I'm trying to get you and NeNe to talk to each other. I'm trying to get NeNe to talk to Cynthia. And Cynthia is like, I feel like this. Cynthia's saying all of these things in these interviews about NeNe because she's tired of wearing the mask for NeNe. And I feel like that's why NeNe keeps saying, you really don't know Cynthia, you really don't know Cynthia. I don't think that anyone thinks that Cynthia is doing anything wrong, but just talking about her relationship with NeNe and how laboring it is and how NeNe behaves in their friendship. And I think now that she's speaking instead of covering for her, meaning like she doesn't really say anything bad about NeNe. She lets NeNe act a fool, but she really doesn't say anything bad. And now that she's speaking out, NeNe sees that as her not being a good friend to her. And it's not, she's not talking shit about you. She's talking about your relationship. And you don't like the way that it sounds coming out of her mouth. That's why you want everybody on your side, so that you can say, Cynthia, you think Cynthia is this prim and proper, no, she's weak, she's this, she's that. You're trying to tarnish her because you feel like what she's doing is tarnishing you. And it's not tarnishing you, because I always say, when somebody retells the story about the role that you played in their life, Be mindful, because when the story is retold, don't get mad now. This is the role that you played. I'm just talking about our relationship. I'm not talking about you, but if you think it looks bad, you should have played a different role. That's how I see it. They're knocking back these martinis. Um, um, Cynthia makes a statement how people are like, NeNe, that's just how NeNe is. How often do we re enter toxic relationships with people because that's just how they are? We feel guilty. But see, there's nothing wrong with allowing people to be who just who they are. Doesn't mean that you have to participate in the relationship with them. NeNe can be just who she is. Does not mean that Cynthia has to endure the relationship. She doesn't have to be the labor. And like I said the other day, it's exhausting to always have to prove loyalty to someone who is constantly pushing you away, right? Now come back to me and prove your loyalty to me. Cynthia is tired of that. And now that she's speaking out, NeNe doesn't like that. I said Cynthia is tired of playing the game in their friendship with NeNe. Allow them to be an asshole to you while you don't want to. I had a friend like that. You avoid conflict with that friend because it's going to be some bullshit if you get into conflict with that person. And I don't blame Cynthia. She's tired of playing that game with NeNe, and NeNe doesn't like the way it sounds when she's retelling the story of their friendship. So now Cynthia is this mean person. Bitch, you should have played a different role in the friendship if you didn't want the stories when they were retold to sound the way that they sound. So Porsha's getting ready to go back to work. I thought it was funny that the Uber driver reminded Porsha, do you have all the bottles? And she was like getting herself together. I don't know what kind of Sunday's Easter dress she had on going to work. She looked out and I was like, Porsha, what the fuck is this mammy ass dress you have on? What is this dress? It might have been cute to y'all, but I wasn't feeling. She said that, it was good to go back to work. She didn't think about Dennis at all. And that's what everybody kept trying to tell her. You need to go back to work. You need to go back to work. It's time to go back to work. But she doesn't seem to have things prepared in terms of a caregiver for the baby while she's at work. Her mother is not going to be there 24/7 to do it. Honey, her mother is too busy looking like the negative of Tina Knowles. She really I'm like, lady, what is going on? Why are you always so made up? But you know how the elders do when cameras are around. Marlo and NeNe go meet. They sit down. Marlo is telling NeNe, you both were wrong. And NeNe's like, no, I don't want, typical NeNe, I don't want to be held accountable. Do not hold me accountable. If you hold me accountable, you're not loyal to me. It's very like, I don't know what the word for it is besides, and I don't want to say childish because it's not childish behavior. It's just human behavior. But what is it when you just don't want to accept accountability for your part in it? You know what I mean? Like, this woman is not talking about you. She's talking about the relationship that she's had with you and how exhausting and draining it is and how she's tired of doing it and you don't like it. But what you're missing is she's talking about your relationship, and you're so busy trying to be offended that you can't even hear that you are part of the breakdown of your relationship, and she's just tired of dealing with it. NeNe walks away from Marlo, and Marlo's like, girl, you guys need to go. Like, Marlo's like, I can't believe you're like leaving me here. Like, girl, this is a mess. Honey, Marlo had that solid gold outfit on, baby. She came with that outfit on. Like, I don't know where they were or what they were trying to do, but Marlo was definitely overdressed. It was hilarious. But I think Marlo is really playing a good role here where she's trying to get them to be cool with one another. They go meet. Ace goes with them to go see the baby, the surrogate, and that's when he says the baby's name is Blaze. I don't know if it's Blaze. I don't know if it's Blase. I don't know what it is, but Ace is adorable, and I thought it was so cute when they were walking through the door, and Todd says, "Are you excited?" And he's like, "Yeah," and he's like, "Let me see," and he starts dancing, and Todd is like, "Ooh, ooh, ooh!" You know how it is when you have to pump the kids up. You got to pump them up. I thought that was the best thing, girl. Don't do it. Don't. Uh-huh. Let's see. So Kenya and hold on. So when they're leaving the plate visiting the surrogate, Candy says to Todd she wants to go meet Kenya because Kenya sent her a text message while they were at the appointment. And she goes over to Kenya's house, and Kenya, the nanny is there. Kenya has a nanny, so which is smart. Hello, Kenya has a nanny, but Contessa and Scott can't get one. Child. She gets the nanny. The nanny is in there with Brooklyn, and she comes over, and Candy's like, I thought, something was wrong, but I get here, she's all like jovial and shit. And they sit down, and like I said, it makes it seem like Kenya is in a verbally abusive relationship. Now, we don't know what it looks like when they fight. We don't know how Kenya fights, right? We haven't seen them in any time kind of disagreement. But Kenya says she goes on the anniversary, their 1 year anniversary, 1 year or 2 year anniversary. I don't know what anniversary this is, but they has to be at least 2 years because Brooklyn is one. So I don't know. Um, and she makes it seem like he doesn't want to have anything to do with her. And Candy is like, well, this is the first marriage. The first year of marriage was really, really hard. So I think I am liking Candy and Kenya's kind of close relationship. But Candy is just like very Taurus, practical. Like, this doesn't even make sense. Why are you going on your anniversary trip by yourself with your daughter? I didn't get that. I didn't understand that. And a lot of the time, I think a lot of the reason why a lot of people don't believe, I think the reason why a lot of people get skeptical about Kenya and kind of don't believe her is because she's very evasive when she's talking about, she puts on the pageantry shit, and she doesn't answer questions completely and fully. She's very secretive. She wants to give you just a little bit. And when that happens and you're sitting here and seem like you're in distress and somebody's asking you, what is it? One thing that I do not like, that I don't appreciate that women do, I've done it, is when someone is doing you wrong and you start to talk about it and you leave out details of what they've done in an effort to protect them. I don't want to talk about Mark on TV. He's the father of my child. I don't, this respect, this kind of blind respect for somebody, the same way Porsha, I don't want to talk about Dennis is still family. No, why do you extend respect to people who are not respecting you? I've done it before. Not all of us, but a lot of us do that. It's like, oh, I don't want to talk. It's like you want to take the high road. Fuck that, take the high road. Cut them off at the ankles. I don't give a fuck. I just don't give a fuck. Because it's like, I don't want to talk about that. No, Kenya, tell us what the fuck is going on so that we have a better understanding, because now people are going to be like, bitch, I don't trust nothing you say. You're not really telling us what happened. I get it. You want to maintain some level of privacy in your relationship. This is the reason why you probably shouldn't have come back. And maybe you needed to come back because of the check or whatever, but if you're not going to, and it's hard because it's like we're watching it for entertainment, and you're very evasive with your answers, so no one really knows, because we don't know what the issue is. We just see a breakdown in some marriage where they're showing pictures, every picture. My thing is, he has to like Kenya some sort of way. He's been with her, so I I don't want to say like he's just not into her anymore. I think it has a lot to do with being on camera. I think he is protesting, and there are some people who protest by punishing their partner. And I think that's what he's doing. It is very abusive to do that, because if he sees that that's how she responds, by crying, I don't know why, I don't know what I did, I don't this, and what he's doing is punishing her for including him. I don't know. I just don't know. I don't know what's going on. It's very, she was crying, and even like when Candy was like, I didn't know it was to the point where she thinks it's toxic for her daughter to be around. When you get to that point, it makes it seem like this is something that's not new. When he fights, he just goes below the belt. Did he call you out of your name? What happened? Oh, I don't want to revisit that. Then why are we talking about it if you don't want to revisit it? How can we support you? Really, like, we want to, I don't know. I don't get it. I don't, anyways, that's how it ended. Her crying like that, and it was a mess. I don't know. So anyways, tell me what y'all, all I wanted to know, all I'm thinking to myself is, how do they fight? How are they fighting? Because if he becomes verbally abusive, and then now he's like pulling away from her, she made it seem like it was like, I got pregnant and he changed. That happens, but it's just weird. It's just something very weird about it. And I'm not saying, I don't want to, when I say it's weird, it make it seem like it's because they were in a relationship. And I don't like this injection that, oh, she paid his bills in exchange for a baby. She paid off his bills in exchange for, faking to be. I just don't know any man, a Leo at that, to be like, okay, I'll play this game with you and make myself look like a bad person willingly because you paid me so much. I don't even see that. I don't see that at all. So I don't know what's going on. I wish that Kenya would actually, just speak freely. Candy was trying to comfort her. She didn't want the comfort. She walks away. It's just a lot. So y'all tell me what y'all think. We'll get down in the comments. Don't forget to hit the thumbs up as you leave out of here. If you watch it all the way to the end, take care of each other, protect your energy, and we'll talk in the comments. Peace. I'm coming right back with Married to Medicine. Peace.